Good morning. Welcome to Monday. For Monday Momentum today with Allison, your education consultant, we're going to be looking all week at different features in ClassFlow to make your lessons more fun and engaging for your students. Today we're going to look at the clone on drag feature, which is one of the favorite actions. First thing we're going to do, of course, is we are going to, that's right, name our lesson. And so I'm going to work in the same lesson all week, I hope. That's my plan anyway. And so I'm going to rename this to creating arrays so that it's automatically saved for me. And the first thing I'm going to do is show that clone on drag feature. So I'm going to need some counters for my students to be making arrays. I'm going to go ahead and add in a shape. And to do that, remember that's going to be from my shape here in my toolbar. And I'm going to just add circle. And then, of course, remember I can change the color of my circle. And to change the color of my circle, I'm going to come over here. I can change my border color so that I don't have a different border than what I have. And then I'm going to choose my color here, and I'm just going to make that a red circle. And then I want to add the action of clone on drag here. And so in order to do that, I'm going to click on my cog and I'm going to go down to actions. Then my action type will come up. Notice over here, it is showing me which item is going to have the action because it has that blue square around it. And I'm going to choose from here the clone on drag. And then I'm going to save that and it comes back. So what does that do? When I go to my preview, I can see that clone on drag allows me to drag that infinitely. I can drag it forever. Okay, that's the clone on drag. I love that. So now I've done that on my card. I'm going to go just do my Control Z to bring all those back in so I don't have them all over my card. Just wanted to show you what we could do with that. I can also go and resize my circle if I wanted to make it smaller, those sorts of things. All right, now what am I going to do with my card? Well, first I'm going to make sure that my card size is where I want it to be. Remember, it automatically defaults to the ultra wide screen. We prefer it in the 16:9 ratio or the 16:10 ratio. So now how would I use this? Well, I could have my students, I could type in show an array for 6 times 3. And I'm going to anchor that text. Remember, we talked about anchoring that text in an earlier one so that the students can't accidentally delete it. So I'm going to do an anchor all. And so I can move it around here, but when I go into that preview, the students can't. Now, the way I know that I have that clone on drag is because when the students will click on that, it will get the blue handles around it so that they know they can use that. So I can then send this to my students when I have them in my class as a creative poll so that they're able to interact with it. I also, remember, can very easily duplicate that card and use it over and over. So if I wanted to use this for an assessment, I can easily duplicate cards and drop them down. And that way, when I go to deliver it to my students, I have several cards in a row that I can have them interact with. So the clone on drag is really a fun thing to work with. You can do it with coins, you can do it with shapes, you could do it with letters, just anything you can do the clone on drag with, as long as you have an object like the circle that you can add that clone on drag to. I hope you got some momentum for your day with that clone on drag and have some ideas about how you can use it in your ClassFlow lessons. So this week, we will be working with the ClassFlow all week to show you some of the awesome tools that exist for you to use. Have a wonderful week, and we'll see you for Two Tip Tuesday tomorrow.